won't take too long, and we'll go over all of the mechs. If you are a magic attune, you're going to do it one way. If you're stam another way, there is immersion here to repair if you need to. That should be good. So when you enter, there are 3 possible portals to go through. If you're a magic attune, you start green, blue, red. If you're a stam tune, you start in the blue, red, then green. So we're just going to head on into the green and get started. There'll be a bunch of little trash mobs throughout, and there'll also be some, they're called gatekeepers. They don't have that on their name, but they're harder ads that are standing by the gates blocking your way through. So for the first one, it's this troll right here. It's actually called a gatekeeper. You're just going to deal with him. If you're going for a score run on vet, the more stuff you kill, the better your score run's going to be. If you're not, you're just trying to get it done, you can skip a lot of this stuff here. On this next gatekeeper, it's a big bristleback. Approximately here, there's going to be a spriggan that spawns. You actually have to take care of the spriggan first. What it's going to do is you're going to see some like orbs kind of suck into your body basically, and that actually makes this bristleback damageable. And this mechanic here, you can actually interrupt that.
Cunning fledgling, but do you have the strength for more?
So this is going to be the first boss that you're going to be dealing with. I better up my food before it runs out. Boop. You can see there's technically 3 lurchers here. At the start of the fight, only 1 is going to be damageable. And then as the fight goes on, 2 and then 3 will spawn, but still only 1 will be damageable. So, whichever one has this glow is the one that you can actually damage. As you see, he went into his shell, so now it's this one that we're going to work on. There's also going to be some dire wolves that spawn. You want to just take them down when you see them. And now if you see here, the spriggan is taking the blessing from me. You would technically interrupt. I'm not going to, just so you can see what happens if you lose it. So you lost it, so now nothing's damageable except that spriggan. So you just have to actually kill the spriggan. You'll get that essence back, and now these guys are damageable again. And you saw that big AoE, this one here, just block that. It's just a tidal wave. So now you see how we have 2 of them that are active. This one here takes no damage. This one over here will take damage. So now you see the AoE, just block that. Come back to damage. So now none of them are taking damage. So now the third one that's up. So now for this one here, I'm going to go up and you just go do an interrupt. Take care of the little dire wolves. And burn this guy down. And there's that done.
The great cycle.
That fight looked a bit thorny. Get it?
And then we're gonna head through here.
Hold on to that crossbow you found.
Same thing, there's gonna be some ads along the way here. Fight them and take them out. Still follow, so this is another gatekeeper here. And now we're just going to grapple along. There is, for the die in here, the achievement is to grapple 500 times. Um, the best way that I found to do it is do the grappling, get to the last boss, and do it all when the boss is finished. So when I get there, I'll just show you quickly too what I mean. I mean, I technically saved myself there, but I guess not. Everything's gonna be dead. Zoom. Be one more gatekeeper here. It's technically that Hashimoto. There we go. So this is the second boss for this arena. This is the Minotaur. You want to watch out for all of his attacks. He'll do kind of a charge. He'll do a heavy attack. You have to really watch for that heavy attack. I don't know if we'll see it as much on normal, but when I do a bat one, you'll definitely see it then. Just trying to wait to see. So that's the charge. You want to watch out for that. If you see now he's changed colors and gone gold, you have to go to the opposite color that he is. So he turned blue, so we want to land on the red. Come on, do your heavy attack. There's the charge again. At 64%, these guys will become active, and you have to go around and interrupt them. Generally, I just aim to interrupt 2 of them. So they're going to be active now. So there they go. So then you just got to go around and interrupt them. You only have to do 2, and then you can leave the other ones alone. Just as long as the 2 you do, you have to make sure you have opposite color pads. So if you do the 2 red ones, then you're screwed. You just kind of have to kite them a little bit. Because there's a heavy attack there. You just want to make sure you back really far away for that. Of course he changed color as I use my ulti. And so now we're going to jump here because he went gold. You can drop AoEs by the grapple point. When he lands, he'll end up running into them. There's the heavy attack again. Make sure you're away from that. There's no AoE for it, so you just have to... It's a visual mechanic you have to watch for. And as you can see, these guys are doing their thing again. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and then port to this pad. So now this pad is safe, and that pad over there is going to be safe. I'm just going to wait for him to show up. We're on the wrong pad. He just changed, so we're going to go to the blue pad. These archers aren't too bad to deal with. They don't hit super hard. But if you are getting a little bit low on... There's heavy attack. A little bit low on resources, you can absolutely take them out, especially if you're wearing False Gods or Vicious Ophidian. It'll give you an extra little bit of boost to your magic or stamina. And then that's the first arena done.
Go through the portal to see what comes next.
So now we're going to head on to the blue arena.
What do you make of this?
Same thing for this. You're gonna have a bunch of ads along the way. Again, you can skip these on normal if you want to. Another gatekeeper here. Through we go. If you're magicka based, there's the place to go to get you to start. The essence is over here. You can get a total of an extra, I think it's about 10k magicka, if I remember correctly. Or stamina if you do it the for the stamina too instead. I wonder if I'm going to start running normal at any point. Or if that's how it's coming through on the stream. So we'll go grab the essence. I'm not going to be hunting for them as much, but you do have to, if you're going for the die, you do have to get all 5. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the easy way to get that achievement for grappling, but basically after you defeat the Minotaur boss, just stay in that ring and grapple between those points, the 4 points, until you see the achievement pop. It feels like it takes forever. That's probably one of the easier ones to get. And the other things that you have to do is you have to find all 5 of the extra essences for each health, stamina, and magicka. So you can't actually get the die achievement done on the first time. You have to kind of do it out of order too for the second time through. So if you do magicka, you can do magicka and health the first time, but then you have to do the stamina the next time. So you just have to do the arena out of order. And you have to do all the side bosses. I'll show you the side boss in here. And the one in the health, or in the red arena, I guess. Instead of saying health, the red arena. Watch out for the lightning bridge. You just want to avoid those. This here's technically another gatekeeper. Torch them real quick. Go. This is the first boss in this arena. It's technically 2 of them. You have the sculptor over here, and you're gonna have a flesh atronach. What I like to do is I'll burn this guy down to probably about 10%, and then leave him alone. So I'm just gonna leave him alone for now. We're going to focus on this guy a little bit now. Make sure you stay out of that lightning puddle. Even though there's no AoE on there, it is super bad. And if you see those skulls I was just getting hit with, you want to go up and interrupt them. See those skulls? If you see his hands in the air, you want to go up and just interrupt them. He's going to throw them throughout the fight. It's not too big of a deal. See if I can get it. This one here you want to interrupt. When you see his staff up in the air. That lightning pool will kill Bankins and stuff. If you smash, like he smashes like he just did. And also when this guy has a shield on, you can use that to smash the shield off of him. Basically what happens if you kill one of them too fast, the other one becomes enraged. And you just don't want that. So one of the other achievements for the die is you have to spend 10 minutes in this state. I usually just do it on the first one. When I did it, I just did it on this one. just it'll port you back when your timer runs out. If you look on my screen, it's currently the third one. It was the third one. It's the purplish one that looks like there's kind of a cube. I'm gonna get ported down here in a second. So this is what happens if you don't get synergized with those extenders. They'll just port you down. Any damage you've done to ads will stay too. There's that done. Hopefully I can make it to this one before it times out. So what you're gonna see, you can actually see that I have another essence over there I can go grab. So since I can see it, I'm just gonna go grab it. Then you come back here and pull the chain. And then this bridge will be built. This guy here, he's not so bad on normal, but on vet. Sorry, just choked on a fly. Oh, fuck. Just gonna take a sip of water here after I finish this guy off. Sorry, guys. Oh. That was awful. As you can see, there's another essence up here, so I'm gonna grab that. These eyes here are priority to take down. I had to figure out why, but I know that on the final boss in this arena, they're really, really crucial to get rid of as quick as you can. Oh, excuse me. There, now it's been blessed. This is technically kind of like another gatekeeper. He's not as tough as the other ones. So now we're going to go back up in this portal. Same thing. If you work on the ads, it's more so a vet thing. What you can do is run to this one, keep an eye on your timer. And when you see your timer getting close, you can just amplify your, use it, maybe. There we go. And then continue working on the ads as you go through. Hopefully I can make it to this. Nope, did not make it in time. That's okay. So I'm just going to drag him up to this one and keep an eye on my timer. Sorry if you hear our dog in the background howling. Our landlord's dogs must be howling as well. I'm just going to mute for 2 seconds. And back. Now that the dog's done howling. Same thing, we're just going to pull the chain. Down we go. So now we're going to go across the bridge. So we're not going to do that portal yet. We're actually going to come up this way, and here's another essence, and we're going to use these grapple points, and these are going to take us to the side boss. So now we're going to use the portal that's over here. Same deal. It's going to take us up. We're going to go through. Just to be safe, use that. Now we're going to go across this bridge. So this is the side boss in here. He's pretty straightforward. He's going to spawn a shade here in a second, and that shade is what's going to cause you more grief than the main boss. Let's see if he does it. So when that portal spawns, you want to take that, but you want to make sure you stay out of that spinning attack. So it'll just port you through. And it's just more so watching out for the AoEs and everything else. And now we're just gonna run back. And for that boss there, it's just a rinse and repeat. You'll basically burn him so far. On normal, as you can see, you can pretty much do it in one cycle. But on Vet, you'll have a couple different cycles to do it. And basically, it'll just port you back. And you just have to re-synergize back up the portal that was in the middle there. And then just go back to burning them. And then we got one more portal to go through on this side. So we're just going to go through. And now we have a friend that comes with us too from doing that side boss. Go back and hopefully get this one. There we go. Now I'm going to move to this one and hopefully get it before my timer runs out. Check for the essence, pull the chain. And now we're on to the final boss. This one here is pretty straightforward as well. There's not too many crazy mechs. I'll show you the things to watch for. So right now he's just going to kind of smack you around a little bit. It's not too big of a deal. Even on Vet, it's not too bad. Be careful and just block when you need to. So now you see how I have those beams coming from up above. What you can do is this portal will always be at the entrance. You want to go up the portal and you can burn these guys down. And then when we go back down, as you can see from up here, there's that sentinel there. So he's almost dead. I'm not going to hit him because I want him to do the attack. But basically, come on, big guy, look at me. So what you want to wait for is you're going to see an attack, that wave. Use that to help take care of those sentinels. And then if you get overrun with the watchers up top, here's the portal again. Just go up the portal. You can take these guys out. So then we see that there's another sentinel there. So we're just gonna come stand over here. Gonna start burning it down. Here comes his breath attack. Just sidestep it, let him burn the rest of it for you.
That last one was a big guy.
And that's arena number 2 done.
Work outsider. Head back to the choosing when you feel.
And now we're gonna head off to arena number 3.
Where does it come from? Wait, did you hear that whisper? Never mind. Oh, let's continue.
So this one is your health buff arena.
Brimstone Den. Sorry about the heat. Doesn't bother me so much due to my being.
Just gonna pull these guys all together. So again, you're gonna have your gatekeeper here to deal with. You don't have to pull this many people together either. You can take this in whatever amount you're comfortable with. As you can see on the top of my screen, there's that what looks like the wounding portals that we were just in the last arena. That's where we go to get our health buff. So we're just gonna head on over, jump on up. And as you can see, again, you're in a timer for the protective warding pool. And that's why you need to do it in a certain order, and you can't just come in here and go whichever way you want. You can have a health heal slotted, or you can actually just hop through the lava. Basically, you need the grapple hook to get your magicka buff, and you need the warding pool to get your health buff. So for magicka, that's why you start with the green, then the blue, or green, yeah, blue, then red. And for stamina, that's why you need to start in the blue, because you need to get the health buff first, because you need the mechanic from this arena, which I'll show you in a minute, in order to get your stamina buff. And as you can see, I have no stamina left, so I'm just going to lay there and take this like a champ. If I was on vet, I would be poking those Atronox to pull them over to try and get more score. Not too worried about it right now. So this is the first boss in this arena, the Magma Queen. There's a couple key mechanics with her. She's gonna open a portal at some point to Oblivion, I guess is where they're from. There it is there. You don't necessarily have to deal with them, but you can. The main one to watch for is, so when you see that Iron Atronach come out, you're gonna see these little spots on the ground. You kill them on top of those spots and that goes away. If they don't go away, she'll get enraged and use them against you. And let's say, let me see if I can get another Atronach out. Just take a second. Okay, so there should be another Atronach out. Let's say for some reason you kill him over here. He's gonna drop a little ball here, and you can actually synergize with that and throw it. I missed, and that'll get rid of it as well. So now we have the last guy for that portal out, Daedroth. We want to make sure we take care of him. As you can see, he's now dead. So now, in theory, she's going to pop up in one of those pools. So see how this pool is boiling? It's going to throw lava at you. So you want to, if you for some reason you end up with more than one of those pools up, make sure to try and pull the Atronach over to the one that's currently active. As soon as you kill it, it'll take care of that pool. As you see, we have another portal open. So then here's another Atronach up. Neither one of them are active, so I'll just pick one to put it on. And we'll just go back to burning the boss. And it's just a rinse and repeat. The main thing here really is just to do the mechanics. Make sure you're actually following them. So you see that one's active. If we can get another Iron Atro, we should get one soon. This would be the portal that you would want to put them on. There's one there now. And at, looks like about 30% and under, she might do those flame walls. You can actually just stand and live through them. But you can also choose to avoid them as well.
Embodies ambition and destruction. Can't say I appreciate the destruction part, but ambition, that's real use. Speaking of ambition, time to get moving to the rest.
So this is the next achievement thing that you have to do. When in this bubble, you have to run for, I think it's like 1 kilometer or 10,000. I forget what it is. It's a lot. You got to run for a lot. It's like maybe 10,000 meters or something. I shouldn't have popped that one yet because I needed to get to the other one. So if they do respawn, you just have to wait. So we'll just kill these guys. Grab this essence. What I did when I did it is I just, on the next pad in the next zone, I just kind of waited there and ran back and forth between a couple pads. But it's all personal preference. Another gatekeeper here to deal with. Same thing, we're just gonna grab this, run to that pad. On Vet, if you killed that big skelly dude, you get some extra points. On normal, you can actually just leave him alone. Or if you're a Templar like me and you jab, you end up aggroing him anyway. So we're just gonna have to fight him, not a big deal. He does all the same mechanics that just normal Bone Colossus does. Alright, and we're gonna head to the side boss first. And he's actually this way. They're just running around here to look for orbs. They could be tucked literally anywhere. So this one here, you're just going to use this portal. It's going to take you up again. Same thing. There's no ads on this one. You're just going to go run and pull a switch. There's an essence. Might as well grab that while we're here. And then we got to go back to this pad to get our protective bubble. Away we go. Should have hit the heal one more time. Oops. So now we're back to the start, which is okay. If you have rapids or your speed ring, you can swap that around just to get there a little bit faster if you want to. Looks like we have to go back through the portal. Before I run through this again, I will wait till my stamina is all the way up so I don't die again. And here we go. So this is the side boss for this arena. The side boss in the green arena is a Nyx Hound that jumps around. I will try to go in and show you guys that one as well real quick. Okay, so this is the side boss here. He has two main mechanics. He does this one, and then there's one where he'll basically do a beam or a line across the ground. It should be this one here. Those are the main two mechanics for this guy. He's not too bad to deal with. And then you just have to run back. Now we're just going to go instead of the... We took a left. We're actually just going to go right. If you didn't want to do the side boss, you could just go right, and that would take you to the main boss. However, for the die, you do have to do all of the side bosses in the arena. Same thing. We're just going to break this and keep running. And now this guy here. These kind golds can give you the most trouble in this little spot, so you want to make sure to toast him down first. And then deal with the other ads. Then we're just going to pop this bubble again. And this is going to be the final boss. I'm going to let a mechanic happen that you don't actually want to have happen, just so everyone can see it. So this is just going to be kind of a slower burn. And something I should note is every arena you do, the next arena is a little bit harder to do. There's also going to be, out of these portals over here, there's going to be Colossus that spawn at 60 and 30. And you also want to make sure you always know where this bubble is. He's going to light the floor on fire. When that happens, you want to be in that bubble. The mechanic is going to come here in a second. He'll slam his sword on the ground like that. Pop your bubble. The mechanic that I'm going to let happen is there's these pits in the corner here. If 3 of those get lit, like this one, what will happen is he'll kind of jump to the middle, and he'll become super enraged and get a flaming sword. Here comes the Colossus. When you see him come out, try to get as far over here as you can, but leave yourself some room so when he does this mechanic, you can actually get away from it. The reason why I like that is because then the Colossus will actually get out of the lava quicker. We're just going to burn him down. When he's up, he's the priority. He's out of the way now. So there's he doing his slam. This is where my orb is. To get rid of those fires, what you would do is while you're in the orb, you just run into them and it negates them. So now we're just kind of waiting. Don't want to burn them too fast. I want to get one more phase. So then there's a spinny thing. The other option that you have that you can do is you can actually stand here and follow it. If you can stay between it, you'll be okay. Just don't get too close because you don't want to hit the protective circle. So as you can see, here comes our next friend over here. I've not keep track of my orb, so I'm just going to heal for a second. Here's my orb. And this is the mechanic that you don't want to have happen. So see how he's in the middle now? He does this crazy floor of flames. And now, if you look, now his sword is actually a flaming sword. So he's just extra ticked off at this point. It hits everything he does now, hits a little bit harder. And just something to watch out for. But all you have to do to actually stop that mechanic is when those puddles are on fire, you just take that orb that's there and just literally in the orb, run in, stop for a second, get back out, and that stops that mechanic from happening. Alright, so now we are on to the last and final arena. Creepy warning for anyone. It is probably one of the grossest mechanic looking bosses in this game. If you've ever seen The Ring or The Grudge, I forget which movie, it very much looks like that. Couple things for this arena is there are ads to deal with. You can choose to aggro these ones first and just get rid of them, but they will activate automatically as you burn the boss. And if you look, there's one grapple pad there. There's 3 of them total. Getting hit by an archer, that's fine. Those will spawn. There's one pad there, and one pad over there. You do have to grapple to those as you burn the boss down. And this mechanic here, you have to pick one shade and focus that shade down to death. Then this beam will break and you can walk out it. You don't have to fight anymore. I'm just messing around trying to see if I can kill one to get some magicka back. Now we're just going to stay focused on the boss. It's a toss-up for which arena to do first, second, and third, or grapple. I'm going to start with the one that's behind her. It is the green one. That's the easiest mechanic to avoid. Because what happens is, okay, so here's the mechanic to jump. You'll see the whole thing is going to start turning your AoE color. When you come in here, try to have an ulti saved up. The quicker you burn these down, the less health she gains back. And the less health she gains back, the easier the rest of these fights will be. So now you can see we can go back through. Orient yourself to find the next pad. I'm going to go to the blue pad next over there. But now you see how there's a little Minotaur dude hanging out here. He'll do his mechanic that stuns you. We're just gonna burn that down. Get through to safety. It still spawns void mages. You can see the Colossus are coming back. That's just because there's been so much damage put on the boss. They're gonna activate. Damage her again. Again, so now see that growing AoE. You want to make sure you get to the edge. Grapple over. Go through the portal. If you have a ultimate saved up, use it when you get in here. If you don't, not a big deal. Just again, the quicker you can get out of these side arenas, the less health that the boss has and the easier the burns will be. And then again, you see how the Minotaur came there to us. So now you see how we have the lightning in this arena too. Now I'm just going to focus burn on the boss again. Make sure I know where my last jump point is. That's over here. Should be happening now. So we're going to jump over. In this arena, there's going to be a flame shaper that needs an interrupt as well. So just make sure you're watching for that. And again, you just got to watch all the mechanics here because they all end up on the arena on the last boss. So same thing, we can just spin around. And the least amount of health she has when you go back up, the better. So back up we go. So I'm just going to see how we have the lightning right now. We have this again. Make sure you're far enough away from the edge because if you're behind there, you are automatically killed as well. So there's that done. So here's the Minotaur for his. I'm just waiting to see if we can get... And then see, there's the Flame Shaper in the middle here. So what he's going to do is... He's going to do his mechanic here in a second. So that there, you want to just make sure you interrupt that as well. And then you've seen that the Minotaur did his mechanic. You want to burn him down, get them out of the way. The Minotaur you can't burn, he's just kind of an auto thing. He'll show up and he'll go as he pleases. And we're just going to finish off the boss now. And that's that. And that is Vateshran Hollows on normal. The mechanics carry over to Vet as well. And like I said, I will do a Vet stream at some point, possibly this week, and go from there. So that is arena number 1 done, guys. And if you have any questions or need any help,